Hi, and welcome to another episode of Dread Tech. I'm your host, Dread. This week we're talking about why I switched from the Legion Go to the Steam Deck OLED. Let's jump into it. Dread. So I'm just going to do a quick run through in regards to the tech specs. I'm going to fling them up on the screen anyway. So it's a Zen 2, 4 cores, 8 threads, RDNA 2, 8 CPUs up to 1.6 gigahertz. RAM is 16 gigs of LPDDR5 at 64 mega transfers per second. I opted for the 512 storage variant. There is a 1 terabyte, but I went for the 512. The screen 7.4 inch HDR OLED. It's an 800p screen, 16 by 10 aspect ratio, 90 hertz, 1000 nits peak brightness. The battery is 50 watt battery. It comes with Wi-Fi 6E. You've got USB display port, micro SD slot as well. So yeah, that's just the tech specs. So one of the things that I sort of knew straight away, or realised straight away when I got this, in comparison to the Legion Go, is the weight of it. The Legion Go is very heavy. It's a bigger device because it's got an 8.8 inch screen. This has obviously got a 7.4 inch screen, but the weight distribution on this is a lot better. If I'm honest, I think Valve sort of literally hit the nail on the head with this device in terms of the ergonomics and just the way it feels in hand. So I can use it for longer gaming sessions. One of the things that I didn't really like with the Legion Go was for longer sort of gaming sessions, it started getting a little bit uncomfortable. I've got quite big hands, but it just started getting a bit uncomfortable. Whereas this is like, I played on it for hours on end and had no issues at all. Again, reason why I switched out from the Legion Go is the screen. Don't get me wrong, the screen on the Legion Go, it's a nice screen. It's got an IPS panel and it's 1440p. So it looks a lot tighter and a lot sharper. But if you're a user of OLED, as I am, literally you can't compare. I can't go back, if I'm honest. I use OLED in my day-to-day. So my laptop's OLED, my TV's got OLED, my phone's got OLED. So, not to say that the Legion Go was washed out or anything, but, when I put them sort of side by side, the OLED just looks better in terms of the blacks, contrast ratio. And then another reason why I like the Legion Go, another reason why I like the Steam Deck OLED is Steam OS. So you can see it's clean. I've got all my games here, literally slide through. I've got Steam on my PC, so it's very, very similar in terms of the setup, and it's easy to use. So I'm just going to just show you around it. So this is Steam, home, library, takes you into library. So I've got 64 games, but not all installed. I've got 15 installed. I've got some non-Steam games. So these are my Switch games. So I own these. So I've got Switch games on my OLED as well. Got your store, so you can buy games directly from the store. Got your friends, chat, media, download, settings, etc. And then on the other side, this way you can control your brightness, audio, mic, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth. Got your performance overlay there as well, and then you can change the TDP. So in comparison to the Legion Go, which obviously runs on Windows, this is just a lot easier to navigate, and that's what I like. So it's going to run a couple of benchmarks. So I'm going to boot up Street Fighter. I love Street Fighter. If anyone wants to challenge me at Street Fighter, put it in the comments, #Dread, and we can set something up. So yeah, I'm just going to boot this up and then have a quick game. As you see, I've got the overlay there in terms of GPU usage, CPU usage, RAM, etc., and my battery. I have got Street Fighter 6 as well, but I think that was still downloading an update, so we just jumped into the older one for now. Just logging in. And I've got this cranked up as well in terms of graphical settings. I think everything's maxed out, and I still get solid 60. Let's go to Brazil. And also, yeah, I prefer the D-pad on this. On the Legion Guard, they struggle to hurt Deacons for some reason. But on this, I find it's a lot easier for me to pull them out. As you can see, we've got solid 60 frames there. No slowdowns, buttery smooth. Screen pops. Light work. It's a bit hard because I'm filming it at the same time, so I'm literally behind the camera, so it's a little bit hard to see. But like I said, anyone wants to challenge me, you can do this. And quick and simple, just to jump out of a game. And that's what I like, the ease of Steam OS in comparison. What should we jump into next quickly? I've not played this yet, so let's jump into Streets of Rage 4 quickly and just see. If there's any games that anyone wants me to try out, let me know, and we can test that out. I've got the Legion Go 2. So even though I've got, I'm choosing this over my Legion Go, I have got the Legion Go 2 on pre-order. I should be getting that in the next couple of weeks, to be fair. Again, the reason why I went for that is because it's got the Z2 Extreme. And obviously it's got OLED as well. So I'm probably going to end up putting Bazite on it. Maybe if SteamOS is fully compatible, by the time I get mine, I might put SteamOS on it. But I don't think I'll be sticking with Windows. Or what I might try and do is obviously the ROG Ally Xbox is out, and that runs on a different version of Windows. So that runs on Windows full experience. So what I might do is I might put that on there and see how that runs. But you can see this is an easy game to run, but solid 60 frames. and on the camera just doesn't do it justice in terms of the screen. So this looks absolutely amazing on this screen, and like I said, like in terms of comfort, it just feels comfy. Whereas my Legion Go, it just at times it just felt heavy and clunky. Yeah, I'm not looking too good on this, am I? It's fine though. And so I've got my Switch games on there as well. So I've got to be careful showing them, but they run again solid. No slowdowns, no breakdowns. And I think, you know, if you've got a Switch, it's worth upgrading to one of these. I know Valve had they discounted the old Steam Deck, the LCD, so you can get one of those. But you know, like I said, I'll probably get, if I had the option, I'd get the OLED. It's a little bit more, but it's definitely worth it. Yeah, so that's enough of that. So if there's any games that anybody wants me to show or test, just put it in the comments and I'll be happy to give it a go. Catch you soon. So that was just my quick overview and the reasons why I chose the Steam Deck OLED over the Legion Go. Just to summarise, I'd say first and foremost, the screen. It blows the Legion Go out of the water. And not to say the Legion Go screen's not great, it is a good screen. It's obviously got a higher pixel density as well, so a 1440p screen, whereas this is 800p. But the OLED for me, the blacks, the levels, the colours, it just pops. The weight distribution as well of the Steam Deck OLED is perfect, especially for longevities, long gaming sessions. It just feels more comfortable, easy to use. And then lastly, SteamOS. I think SteamOS, you know, Valve killed it in terms of the ecosystem and the user interface in comparison to Windows. It's a lot easier to use. You've got all your games there in one place, easier to navigate. So yeah, that's why I've stuck with the Steam Deck OLED for 2025. I will be getting the Legion Go 2. That's going to be here in a couple of weeks. I'll be doing a review on that. Might do a face-off between the two just to see how they compare and which one I prefer out of the two. Again, please like, share and subscribe. And if anyone wants to challenge me at Street Fighter, please like, comment in the comment section. I'll catch you soon. Dread.